Okay, Poe's escape scene is so dumb. This is such a stupid part of the movie. First of all, did nobody check to see that the TIE fighter was hooked up to something? At least Finn should have known that. Even if Poe Dameron didn't know, Finn should have known that. But, whatever. So then they escape. They fly away. They get shot at by the First Order. They manage to get out of the range of the lasers of the First Order. But then the First Order decides to fire some sort of rocket or missile or something. Some sort of heat-seeking rocket or missile. And the TIE fighter sustains a direct hit and it doesn't blow up. That's so stupid. Now I know people are going to say that in other Star Wars movies, spaceships get hit all the time and they don't blow up. That's true, but those are lasers. Those are lasers. The ones in this scene are rockets. That TIE fighter should have blown up. You look at that scene, it sustained a direct hit and there's this big explosion. And then the TIE fighter is on fire for like a second or like a millisecond. How did they make it to Jakku? They should have blown up. Those of you who know about science know that when a ship something enters our atmosphere, it gets really hot. And also the faster you try to go in, the hotter you become, so you gotta do it more slowly. Oh, and it's also spinning around. Those of you who know, spinning creates more friction. More friction creates more heat. And then number 3, it's still flammable because the TIE fighter, even though technically it's not on fire, it sustained a direct hit, and the wings are still kind of smoldering. If you look at that scene again, there's like some kind of burning embers on the wings of the TIE fighter, so it's very susceptible to burning up. So you've got a TIE fighter that's sort of burned, still burning or smoldering or whatever, spinning around and entering the atmosphere really fast, and that combination of all those 3 things doesn't cause the TIE fighter to blow up or burn up as it's entering the atmosphere of Jakku? Get out of here, that's so stupid. Now, just one of those things should have caused this TIE fighter to burn up in the atmosphere of Jakku. That TIE fighter should never have made it to the surface of Jakku. If it had been just one of those things, that might have been sort of believable. Like if the TIE fighter was intact but just entering the atmosphere fast, or if the TIE fighter was intact and spinning around but entering the atmosphere slow, that would have made a little bit more sense. But all 3? Just because this is science fiction doesn't mean you have to throw all of science out the window. You should at least make it somewhat believable. If it was just one of those things, like if it was on fire, but Poe said, we gotta enter this atmosphere really slow because we're gonna blow up, that would have been fine. I would have been like, oh, cool, at least they're sort of trying to make it believable. Or if the ship was not on fire but was spinning around, and then Poe Dameron says, I can't control it. We need to enter the atmosphere as slow as we can because this is going to create too much friction. We're going to blow up. That would have been cool too, but none of those things happen. You've got 3 different variables, all that can blow you up, and the spaceship still doesn't blow up. That was so stupid. But again, like I said in my other video, neither J.J. Abrams or anyone in the Lucasfilm story group knows anything about science apparently. So you got this really dumb story where they get shot. And I guess the only reason why they got shot is, like, I don't know. I mean, the story could have gone on with them just escaping in one piece. J.J. Abrams didn't have to do that. I mean, if Poe was such a great pilot, he could have just made Poe able to dodge all those shots and then just, escape the First Order, but he didn't. And then what follows is even dumber. Poe Dameron apparently just abandons his mission. If Poe Dameron was so eager to complete his mission, why did he abandon his mission? That doesn't make any sense. In the beginning of The Force Awakens, he's telling Finn that we gotta go back and get this robot on Jakku, and then Finn tells him like we need to get as far away from here as we possibly can. But he says, "No, I gotta get my robot. He's got a map to Luke Skywalker. I gotta get it back to the Resistance." Blah blah blah. So they land on Jakku, and then he just abandons his mission. He just shows up on the Resistance base near the end of the movie. Finn and Han Solo had to complete his mission. Why was he on the base? Why wasn't he on Jakku looking for BB-8? Now, I haven't been able to confirm this, but the rumor is that Oscar Isaac's character Poe Dameron was going to be killed off. But then J.J. Abrams liked his acting, so he decided, okay, I'm not going to kill you off. So then why didn't he reshoot the scenes to make sense that he somehow couldn't finish his mission or something, you know what I mean? And before anyone says, well, reshooting is expensive, give me a freaking break. This is Disney. Disney's got a lot of money. A. And B, reshooting doesn't seem to be a problem for Disney. I mean, they reshot Rogue One, a lot of Rogue One, and they reshot most of Han Solo. So clearly, reshooting scenes is not a problem for Disney. So don't even give me that crap that it was too expensive for Disney to reshoot the scene. And second of all, it wouldn't have been that expensive. You know what they could have done? All they could have done was shoot a scene where Princess Leia tells one of her subordinates, call Poe Dameron, get him on the phone, tell him to get back here because we need him. Tell him that the robot has been found and tell him to get back to the base. That scene, a scene like that where Princess Leia is telling somebody to get a hold of Poe Dameron and tell him to come right back, that would have been super cheap to film. And it would have made sense, because then it would have told the viewer that Poe Dameron is still out there looking for BB-8. That would have been so simple to do. It would have been so cheap to do. But does J.J. Abrams do that? No, he doesn't. He just drops that plot. Poe abandons his mission for no reason, even though he was really hot to trot to get the robot. J.J. Abrams is such an idiot. See, this is what happens when you don't have a vision. This is what happens when you don't have a good script. Who knows if he even had a script? Maybe he just made it up as he went along. That is so dumb that Poe Dameron just abandons his mission and then shows up on the Resistance base and he just gives Finn a hug and like nothing, like he's just there. That's just weird. I mean, that is just really, really weird. And it would have been so easy to fix. This is why this movie is kind of lame. It's a very amateur movie.